This is how it is going to go. We are going to have 7 days straight where we have picks that you can make with your chance to be BetTV's Betting Extraordinaire for a chance to win $25,000. If you get the first 3 questions right over the course of 3 days, you're going to win $250. If you get to day 5, you're going to win $2,500. And if you get through day 7, a week straight of correct picks, we're going to give you $25,000. No joke.
We got 2 through day 3. Cash $500. It's day 4 today. Who wants to be Betting Extraordinaire? Welcome to another edition here in the Bets TV studios. I am Preston Johnson, hanging out with DeQuan Young, Jamie, and Patrick. There were 4 college football totals Saturday. They had to tell me which one scored the most points. They didn't pick Virginia and Pitt, which had nearly 90 points in it, but they picked USC UCLA, which about an hour later went over 90-something. Got it done for them. They are through 3 questions from the $25,000 question. And tonight we got Monday Night Football. So we got to go with Monday Night Football game. While we wait for their calls, and then I'll break down the question for them. Quan heard me talking to my wife on the phone in between shows last where Cheetah just ended. I realized I was talking about Christmas lights. We're trying to figure out which ones to get because a few of the strands are broken and my kids want to get it all sorted. They're not in school this week. And I don't know. I said this. I had to explain to Quan, there's no way I'm climbing on a ladder and roof putting up lights tonight. We have a guy coming. It's like the last thing on this planet you will see me doing or near it. But I just needed to make sure that was clear. And then they're getting the bright colored lights. We used to always just do white. So we're changing it up. She just wanted to make sure I was cool with it. But I'm going to my parents' house to swim and barbecue tonight while he puts up the lights. So not me, but the guy, I got to give him a shout out. He doesn't listen to the show, but you call around. I'm not sure. It probably depends on where you live, but down here to get lights put up on a house probably costs, depends on the size of the house, obviously, $300 to $400 more if you have a bigger house. We have a guy that lives 3 doors down for the last 20 years. He rents a cherry picker machine thing. And we have this whole circular kind of block. He literally does everyone's lights every year.
That's cool.
Just out of the kindness of it. It takes so much time. He started this last week with the machine. He just pulls it up into the house. He puts on everybody's lights. What kind of person do you need to be to do that? Because I don't care how much money you offered me. I would never, almost never, do 50 houses of lights. Probably about 50 houses of lights for everyone for the sake of doing it. Yeah, there's I feel so inadequate now.
No,
because he's doing this, and
maybe he gets cheer from it. He gets to see kids.
He definitely does. Yeah. I just can't believe that someone's been doing that for 20 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
It's insane. I think people pitch in to help cover the cost of renting the cherry picker machine for 2 weeks, but otherwise that's that. Anyways, do we have our first caller? All right, we'll talk about Christmas again later. Who's first?
Jamie's up.
Jamie is? All right, Jamie. Monday Night Football tonight. I got a question for you. It's different. It's unique. We haven't done a question like this before on Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire. So I'll talk it through, make sure you understand it, and then you can ask me any questions. I'm going to give you 5 players in the game tonight. They're the 5 that are most likely to score a touchdown based on the prices. You need to pick 2, and both have to score a touchdown to get through to day 5 and play for $2,500 tomorrow. The players, Chris Godwin, Saquon Barkley, Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, and Rob Gronkowski. You have some time. Take your time. But 2 of those players that you think score TDs tonight in the Monday Night Football game.
All right, hold on. Repeat them to me?
Yeah, Chris Godwin, Saquon Barkley, Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, and Rob Gronkowski. Gronkowski, as of about 3 hours ago, is going to play. He was questionable prior to that. So he's in the mix, but maybe one of the ones you want to leave out. Theoretically, he's not 100%. But he also scores a lot of touchdowns from Tom Brady. So
that's true. That's true.
Are you flying a plane right now? Are you like in the air, like a private Delta little jet, or?
That's right. No. Contrary to popular belief,
Okay,
there are jobs at Delta besides.
There's some weird
pilot
like
and
feedback coming in, and I just thought it sounded like you were literally in one of those like little mini, like single, calling in for Who Wants to Be Betting Extraordinaire. After you're doing like a practice run in the air. Anyways, ignore me. Think about the question.
All right.
Sounds like the rudder.
Well, yeah.
Or the-
No, it's a little choppy on your end too. Putin's minions, they didn't quite
Yes.
get you fully today, but they're still messing with us a little bit. My initial thought is to go with the running backs. Saquon's 100%, right?
Theoretically.
Theoretically. This is his first game back, though. You know I don't bet NFL at all, so I'm at a disadvantage here.
I'll double check for you.
All right. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna use my Ask Preston lifeline here. I think this is a good time for it.
Okay. Then hold on one second. I just want to make sure we have the right info. He's flying a plane right now. I know. Now that you're listening to it, he's like in the air calling in right now. Okay. Yes, he hasn't played since the Dallas game, 10-10. If he goes, so I'll be honest, from a price perspective, I looked at two books. Fournette is for sure the favorite, I think. So you're going to want to go with him. Then the next two options are Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. I mean, the Buccaneers in the end are a pretty big favorite, laying 11. Giants, even if they are scoring in the second half and Barkley plays, they're playing from behind. I would actually just kind of parlay Tampa myself, and I would go with Fournette and your choice of Evans or Godwin. Price-wise, Evans is a slight favorite versus Godwin.
Who has more TDs on the year?
Let's check that out. It died down a little bit. I don't know why the feedback in my IFB today is so funky, but that one. Okay, Mike Evans has 9 TDs. 41 receptions, 9 TDs. Chris Godwin has 4 on 57 receptions. So more catches, more targets, fewer TDs for Godwin.
All right. So that was Evans with the bigger stat line and Fournette with the punching one in. That sounds like how I'll roll.
Okay. We will lock it in. Fournette and Evans, good luck tonight, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, I got time to take off. I'm not.
See ya. Even though you're already in the air, I think you need to land. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So, all right. See you guys.
A rudder is on a boat. I said that incorrectly,
Yeah,
but
I saw you like get real dejected when you said
the wheel thing. What I can't think of the name.
rotator. I feel
No, like the windmill thing. But it's
Yeah.
not a windmill. What the heck is that word for a plane? I can't think of it. I'm so upset at myself. It is like what the rudder does, but for a plane, those planes that are small where you're sitting by yourself with like the leather pilot cap. Jamie right now with the rudder thing in the front.
I'm Googling it as fast as I can. Plane rotating thing. That's the Google. What are the spinning? No, not the cockpit. What are the spinning things on the plane? A yoke. No.
Do we have any like pilots listening? Maybe it is called a rudder. Actually, it's looking like you can. I think rudder is actually the term.
The big ones are turbines, right? You're not taught. Yeah.
I think you're allowed to say rudder. It looks like you just say rudder. It's the same. All right, so I'm feeling better about myself. Is Patrick on the line?
Yeah, Patrick.
Okay, we can put him through. Patrick, what is up? Have you heard the question? Do you need me to repeat it? Let me know where you're at.
I did hear the question, yes.
Okay.
No, I heard the question, and I think I know what I wanted to. Lenny Fournette, he's definitely one of them. I think game state, and actually I bet his rushing prop over too. So I think he's going to get a lot of touches, and I think he will score a touchdown. And it's a toss-up for me between Mike Evans and Chris Godwin as well, because I don't trust Saquon Barkley to make it through an entire game. The dude always gets hurt. It's his first game back. They may ease him in. And the same with Gronk as well. So, the dude's back could give out at any time. So, Chris Godwin actually is targeted more in the red zone, and Mike Evans is more of a deeper threat. But I think he may get somewhat neutralized by Bradbury on the corner, where I don't think they can cover Godwin as well in the slot. So I'm going to go with Godwin.
Okay. I like it. A little contrarian, making a read on Bradbury on the defensive side. Fournette and Godwin, I mean, I think those are the two best options regardless. So if all three score, you're both through. So, I mean, it's definitely possible that it doesn't even end up mattering, especially if Buccaneers, score 5 or 6 TDs. Yeah, man. That sounds good. We'll lock it in for you.
All right, well, let's hope for some touchdowns tonight.
Good luck. Talk to you later on.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Propeller.
Propeller. Thank you. That's
what
the
we're
word.
looking
Yeah.
for.
Such an easy word.
So
I should
hard.
know the propeller. The rudder.
An air rudder.
An air rudder. It said, when I Googled rudder of the plane, it said there's a rudder on the plane. I was like, oh, I guess. And now I got to dig in a little more. Hold on.
I used to do, there used to be.
The airplane rudder or yaw. I guess it's like the back.
Yeah.
So it's still, rudder refers to the back. So there is a rudder, but it's the two-tail thing that comes off like this. The propeller's definitely different.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I used to
We sorted it out.
these paper, not paper, but cardboard airplane models.
Yeah. My son has one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I should have.
It's right there. Listen, I hope nobody remembers this episode of Who Wants to Be a Betting Extraordinaire.
I hope they do, because you were saying you listened back though, and when you listen on the stream, they don't sound funny. The callers sound normal, right?
No, you sound good. The callers.
They do sound okay.
Yeah, that's why.
So people should listen back to the Jamie segment and tell me the guy who works for Delta isn't up there right now in a plane calling in to play Who Wants to Be Betting Extraordinaire. He for sure was flying a propeller plane. Listen to it. There's no way he wasn't in a plane right now.
Did he have the leather helmet and
yes,
goggles?
with the goggles. He probably put the goggles up to look at the pricing for first TDs. I'll give him that. But they were right back down after he hung up. You got to make a pick.
I like Lenny. I like probably Mike Evans.
Yeah. Theoretically, that's the one to roll with. Although Patrick's reasoning to go with Godwin makes some sense, and someone did call in and did Godwin for first TD, I believe, on Last Word Cheetah. So they'll be rooting for that regardless. The Suits and I are rooting for the Giants to shut the Buccaneers out. It's possible, right? Tom Brady hasn't looked very good the last few weeks. It's all right. If they win this, we're still okay. But then tomorrow, I got to give them
Lions.
like a 3-1, 3.5-1 shot.
I'm excited for the what we get. Tomorrow's day 5. If they make it day 6, make them sweat the Lions.
Till Tuesday the following week.
Make
That's
them sweat
funny.
the Lions game. You got to take Lions money line or else.
No, that's too easy. That's we looked at it earlier. It's 37% chance. That's like a day.
You got to add
2 or 2.5.
You got to add in the Lions factor though. That takes it down.
You could do something like Lions alternate line -3.5 instead of +3.5. Something like that might be priced closer to a day 5 level question, but we will dig in. We got to see if they got to win tonight still. So we'll find out. Any last words? We'll wrap it up if not.
None.
All right. It's that easy. Good luck to Patrick and Jamie tonight. This was day 4 of Who Wants to Be Betting Extraordinaire. A few questions away. Carlos has done it. He got to day 6. He's been through the 4 and 5 gauntlet before and figured it out. I think these guys can. We'll find out tonight. Monday Night Football. Until tomorrow, we'll be back here at Bets TV, 4 o'clock, 1 Pacific for Last Word Cheetah.